Alright, I'm back. We'll start in just 1 minute.
Welcome back.
Nick and Nurse, you guys here?
Yep, good to go.
How was everyone's weekend?
Pretty good.
Yeah. I would say the same. Didn't get to golf because I didn't want to leave the puppy home alone.
The sacrifices we make.
Yeah, eventually she'll be more comfortable by herself in the yard, but actually I'm glad I left her out there for half an hour and found
Holy shit.
a hole in the fence that she found for me.
I was like, you should teach her to caddy your clubs.
Listen to her advice on how the putt's going to break. I like it.
And, like, you could, like, scent, because, what is it? They have, like, the golf club caps. You could scent each cap, and she'll associate scents with the name.
So your 3 iron, your putter, and your driver, and your...
She knows what to do.
So I heard Nurse setting up his music. Nurse, are you back?
Yep.
Oh, did you say it in chat? Oh, sorry, I didn't see it in chat. Awesome. All right, so last time on D&D, you guys had reached the High Hall of Elturel in hopes of finding the remaining survivors along with Duke Ravengard. You found that the place was full of fiends, madmen, and like fiendish beasts. You cleared the place out, recovered 2 survivors, a druid and a fearful guard. Blessed yourselves by playing some amazing music on the pipe organ, and then found the secret door leading down into the catacombs where all the main survivors were. There you found a priestess who specializes in exorcism, telling you, or who also held the, oh my goodness, what's the name? The
Creed Resolute.
Yeah, the Creed Resolute, thank you. Which held all the names of all the souls who offered themselves to Zariel, thinking that they were instead serving Tor. Brian just sent a text. I'll check that in a sec.
He said he might be on in an hour. Hopefully not much longer than that.
Sweet. The priestess there told you that Duke Ravengard had left with a contingent of armored soldiers to go to the west in the graveyard. They believed that an item there known as the Helm of Torm's Sight might give them some insight as to how to save Elturel, or it itself possibly be a key to saving Elturel. The helm itself was located beneath the chapel in the ossuary, within the graveyard itself. And as you, Damokos and the bird force approached the graveyard, you saw that it was filled with undead, most of which were just roaming around mindlessly, didn't even attack you as you approached, though you did find that they would defend themselves if they were attacked. As you neared the chapel itself, though, you saw a small group of skeletal minotaurs. And you have not seen minotaurs in your time on Elturel so far, let alone skeletal minotaurs. And as strange as it was, you dispatched them rather quickly, and that's where we'll be picking up now, with you guys just outside in the front of the chapel itself. Your goal is to get beneath the chapel, find Duke Ravengard, and obtain the Helm of Torm's Sight.
Okay.
And banish the undead along the way.
Of course. Shisana's hatred for undead is palpable as you guys make your way through here. She's fighting every urge to just pick a fight with every undead that just roams near her. Oh, and Nurse, if you don't mind playing Lulu again, please, that'd be fantastic. Nick will
Yeah, I
be
can pull that
playing
up.
Damakos until Brian returns, and Mayhem, if you don't mind doing Padre, that'd be great.
Can someone tell me what our XP value's at? So I can just make sure I'm current.
I believe at the end of the night, everyone's settled on milestone, but
I am
Okay,
keeping.
gotcha.
Yeah,
I have a tally going too.
yeah. It was like,
Okay, cool.
for anyone who wants to keep tabs on it, I'll dish out XP, but realistically, milestone's really what's going to give you guys your levels.
Yeah.
Yeah. So since I missed I think the last hour or so of the session, so I appreciate the recap in terms of resources spent and where we're at. Are we supposed to be at level 6 right now?
Correct. Should be level 6.
Okay.
If you're not leveled up,
And
take a moment to do that. I can wait. It's no problem.
Yeah, no, I got a really easy level up. I remember I've already written it down. I just need to. I'm good. So we can continue.
Oh, awesome. So we'll pick up now with you guys having just defeated the skeletal minotaur, and you are left in front of the chapel itself. You can notice that there is a small building in the back. Oops, sorry, I've been playing too many. 20 games. I'm trying to ping the wrong way. And you can see that the front door is over here. There are many areas where the stained glass windows have been broken through, but those areas do look jagged. You think if you move through carefully, you won't be able to. You won't hurt yourself. But if you were shoved through it, for example, you might cut yourself on the jagged bits of glass. Spoon, welcome. It's perfect timing. We're just starting. I just went over the recap, which is pretty much what I sent in the text earlier. I was given the layout of what you guys see, which is a small room, building, separate from the chapel behind it, just down the pathway, and the main door and broken stained glass windows of the chapel. This area, Rhea would tell you, is referred to as the Walk of Bravery. Carved pillars resembling heroes of Elturel's past decorate this white marble patio leading to the main chapel. The dark mahogany doors are ajar, and the remains of the patio's windows have spread shattered stained glass everywhere. Anybody who cares can try to take a history check to try to remember some of the names of the heroes that are represented here. But if your character wouldn't care, then don't worry about it.
Yeah, Xmas really likes stories and legends and heroes, so I definitely ask Rhea or see if I happen to know.
I'd be interested too.
All right, it'd be a history check if you guys want to try to recall it yourselves, just by looking at them and just be like, I know that guy.
All right, that is a 24.
Ooh, 24 is more than enough. A 5 is sadly not. But Rhea would stand by and affirm those that she knows, and you should be surprised that you know all of them because she's even forgotten some of the names. We have Agnathar, Zokol of Porm, Betra Zomes, Yavina Druin, Sassar, Zivik Lurin, Dop Husser, Rennick the Bloody, the Vale Denu, and Von Lancer Eagle Talon. You guys can inspect them more closely if you wish, but you guys will have to approach.
I think we should go check out that shed first. The freestanding structure.
I agree.
That's the one. All right, and then I will head that way if there's no objections.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you round this corner, something else would catch your eye. This pit seems to have a purple haze just emitting from it. You can hear noises coming from it. It's like almost like something crawling its way through the dirt. One moment.
What language are they?
They're not speaking anything.
Okay,
Ashley, give me a d20.
sounds good.
I don't like that at all.
3.
Okay. From the purple mist, you would watch as a skeleton pulls itself out of it and then kind of just looks around, looks right at the group, and then wanders away.
We have to close that portal.
Can we?
You can investigate it by getting closer.
I mean, we're literally in hell. I don't know if a hole of undead is really that bad. All things considered.
Ugh. Speaking of hell, I'm just coughing dog farts.
Oof.
We are trying to save the city.
Yeah, more undead pouring into the city doesn't seem to be helping them so much.
Harm would agree. And
Alright, let's check it out.
Do you want investigation or perception?
So, you would, give me an investigation, but you can tell as
All right.
you get near, you cannot see the bottom, no matter what. It says, the path around the chapel has been sundered by this deep hole in the ground filled with a putrid purple mist. The haze filling the hole blocks any sense of how deep it actually might be, or of what else lies within.
I could fly down there.
Yep, you also believe you could probably climb down there. It would take an athletics check to do so. The investigation check, anyone who got a 10 or higher, notices that the mist pulsates in sync with the crackling energy of the corrupted companion.
I don't think we can stop
I
it.
don't think you should enter that, Birdman. It seems somehow attuned to the energies of the dark sphere above.
And that means we probably can't stop it.
I didn't really want to fly down there anyway.
It was a brave offer, nevertheless. It will be noted in the log.
I get 1 brave point.
1 gold star.
Alright, I back away and I return to the freestanding building here. And I'll tell everyone to shush and I will take a listen.
And I'll fly up behind him and help him listen.
I should let. Oh, I crit. What a great crit. 21.
You can hear the groan of like a chair, like as somebody's like moving their weight in it.
Sounds like there's someone inside.
Mm.
Alright, everybody get ready.
I
You need
ready
Lulu?
in case an enemy attacks when he opens the door. Ready my longbow. If that's legit.
Sorry, what? I was reading. You're readying your longbow to shoot an enemy when you open the door.
Yeah, if an enemy attacks.
No. Yeah. Excellent. So remember, we're looking for people. They might not be hostile. And if anyone else has any readies, go ahead. Otherwise, I'm going to kick in the door.
I'm good.
Do it.
Yeah. This looks like the building was probably living quarters for the priests.
Hmm.
Are you going to knock or just smash your way in?
I'm like rearing back to just go forward through it with my shield, and you say that, and I'm like, I guess we could just knock.
Doesn't
I'll beat
hurt to
my
use
gauntlet.
manners.
Yeah, I'll just beat my gauntlet on the door and shout, "Anyone in there? We're here to rescue you if there is."
You would hear the sound of like someone standing up from the chair and the chair like scooting back on the ground. And then you would hear the booted steps of someone approaching the door. All right. Unless you guys
Excellent.
wish to do anything in particular, you would actually see a man open the door. Let me get his picture and put it in Discord. 1 sec. And you would see both Harm and Rhea would be surprised to see a familiar face, and they go, "Gideon? Rhea's Gideon, Lightward." Let me get his stuff up.
Is he the one we're supposed to help out here?
No, you're looking for
Ulder Ravengard. Is, yeah, Ulder Ravengard is who we're looking for.
There's so many names, man.
Yeah.
Too many people.
I'm terrible with names in real life.
So you just assign random names to people that you'll remember.
You are now square.
Gideon's actually got a pretty cool art for him. He's a cool looking fella.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
He's got claws. That's
Yeah,
nice.
I was gonna say that too.
He would also
And his eyes are a little bit red.
Hmm.
And he would speak and smile very creepily and says, "Oh yes, Rhea, Aram, it is good to see you alive." And they both kind of just look to each other and look to him. They're like, why are you talking like that?" It was, "Things have changed since my arrival to Avernus."
Changed how?
Worry not. I fight for a higher cause now. Lathander has left me, and I have found the embrace of Zarya. He looks you up and down. He says, "You do not seem like the type to cavort with demons. So, if you wish, you may enter the chapel. Are you with the man who came with the armored escort?"
You mean the
If I was
Duke?
part of the group, I would say Ravenclaw, I would think.
Yeah, Duke Ravengard. Is yes. I allowed that man and his people below, but they have not returned. Demons, however, have been coming up from where they entered. I worry that I might have misjudged them. And he kind of looks at all of you. I might be misjudging you as well. You guys can choose to either try to deceive or persuade Gideon to trust you. The main thing is he seems to be here to slay demons. But you have now discovered that he has, since his arrival here, he has sided with Zariel.
He's made a pact.
He used to be a priest of Lathander, and he used to be a friend to both Rhea and Haram.
Yeah, that sucks, but there's no time for that. We gotta go save the Duke.
I would say persuasion is our friend.
Yeah, I agree.
Mr. Gideon, we are here looking for the man you described. If you can help us find him, we will take him out of your hair.
Very well. I will lead you to the ossuary. Give me a deception or persuasion as he kind of mulls over what to do with you as he makes his or leads you guys to the main area.
Wait, I have +7 persuasion, unless anyone has better.
I have -1.
Damokos will give you advantage.
Yeah, he would.
All
He's
right,
a
all right.
7 as well.
It's gonna be a 16.
Ooh, that is more than enough. Okay. He seems like he's gonna keep his end of the bargain, and you've gained his trust for now. He would lead you to the front, and as you guys start passing the pillars in the Walk of Bravery, you would see specters and shadows coil in and out of the different statues as you make your way by each of them. There are 8 total specters and specters and shadows among them. This place is teeming with undead. Inside, you would find 4 skeletal minotaurs guarding this main entrance. Let's see. Let me read it a little bit. You would be entering the Chapel of Light. The once beautiful main area of the chapel is littered with broken furnishings and splintered chairs. The stained glass windows have been smashed, though one remains intact where it's fallen whole to the floor. It depicts a representation of the god Torm placing a golden helm on the head of a man kneeling before him. Out of the shadows, you see the 4 minotaurs looming, clutching bloody great axes.
Shisana will charge.
Whoa, whoa.
No, they are with me, Gideon says. Hold on, let me get Gideon's model.
He's tiny.
All right, he would cast each of these would have curtains drawn in front of them, and he would pull one aside. And in here, you would find 2 Mezzaloths, 2 fiends, guarding the staircase downward.
They with you too?
Yes.
I just am
Delightful.
tightly gripping my weapon.
Yeah, easy.
Hexmas would be looking at Rhea and just trying to judge her face and how she's reacting to Gideon and the Mezzaloths.
She looks shocked and sad. You can't really tell how Harum feels because of his helmet. Though the glimpses you get of his eyes, you can tell his brow is furrowed. He is angry. Come,
Curious company for a priest of Lathander to keep.
Lathander did not save Elturel. Zariel has a greater purpose for us all. Look at what I have become because of her. And he shows his clawed hands and kind of strokes his beard, and you guys see his crimson red eyes. He goes, Harm would speak up. Gideon, we spoke days before Elturel's disappearance. This isn't you. How did this happen? And Rhea would nod and agree. Says, Gideon, you are a kind man. You were one of the most learned priests of Lathander. You threw away all of his teachings for this? He says, I have learned much before our time here. I was gifted knowledge, insight by one of Zariel's messengers. They showed me the way to truly fight evil.
It is said the followers of Lathander are prone to radicalism. It seems that Gideon has taken this to the extreme. We seek no quarrel with you for now, but it seems our companion Lulu does not seem to like the company you keep.
Easy. We're just here to save Elturel.
Who says, "Worry not. You are welcome below." As he motions to the stairs, you guys hear a commotion. A cacophony erupts from down below, and 6 creatures erupt from the stairs. A fiendish giant scorpion is trailed by 5 dredges. Initiative. The Mezzaloths turn to fight the new threat, and so does Gideon.
Oh shit.
Bum 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 bum. Gonna kick it up to some combat music then.
I'm clearing the initiative board.
I am doing terrible on my initiative.
By the way, gang, thank you for the bracers of defense while I was gone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
I totally forgot. And who has the gem?
Dylan.
I do.
Cool.
All right, so I get Lulu and myself on here. Oh yeah, paladins are so strong in this campaign.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Nick, don't. Or not Nick.
Oh.
Yeah, Nick. Domicos, if you don't mind.
Yep. Yeah, no problem. I rolled terribly, so you can start.
All right, it'll be top order with Padre Chaos, followed by Gideon, and then Shasana.
He tied with the Infernal Scorpion. He's got a +2.
He beats the Scorpion, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, he does.
Ah. Of course he does.
Padre is gonna fly up and tap Caecilius on the shoulder and give him protection from good and evil.
Alright. I like it. Thank you.
Yeah, he has plenty of movement to do that, but just for the sake of the combat, these things are walls that go to the ceiling.
Okay.
Um,
Flies around.
perfect.
Flies back. And that's Padre's turn.
Awesome. All right, Padre flies in with the buff. It is then Gideon. Let me bring up Gideon's stats. Here we are. He will use Withering Gaze on the Infernal Scorpion. It'll take a Constitution saving throw. His eyes flare up. Ooh, it fails with a 4. And it takes a whopping 22 necrotic damage.
Ooh.
Damn.
His body starts to wither and his carapace starts to break off in pieces. Yes, this is the power of Zariel. He turns to Harm and Rhea specifically and tells them, watch. That'll be him, and it'll be Shisana, followed by Kaka.
So these are walls and not like a railing.
Correct.
Okay.
So they're walls to the ceiling.
I can't stand on them and get in melee.
Correct.
Uh,
Come back.
I guess.
Welcome back.
Do you really want to get attacked by the fucking demon scorpion?
I mean, I'm a melee ranger. What do you want from me? I'll shoot with my bow. It's fine. I'll hunter's mark and shoot the scorpion.
Okay.
Are you happy?
Yes.
Oh, it's almost a crit. Ah, that will be a 20 to hit.
Yep, definitely hits.
Uh, 17 damage. And next,
You bloody it with that?
next attack is gonna be a 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 13 damage.
Ooh, you killed exactly. You slice off both of its pincers, and then it kind of just clacks at nothing, or with nothing, and just falls to the ground, bleeds to death.
See who needs melee.
And she would laugh.
All right, some powerful arrows from Shisana. It is Kaka, followed by Lulu.
Yeah, I fly around and get a line of sight on a dretch?
Yeah, you can fly above anyone in the party, zoom in that group, and then get some shots on them.
So, take first shot coming at the dretch. And a nat 1. And second shot is a 16 to hit.
Oh yeah, definitely a hit.
Oh wow, min damage is amazing. So let's see, that is 10 damage. I believe that's right.
All right, you bloody him with that.
Wow, that's a lot of ones for one turn.
At least
Hopefully they're
landed a hit.
behind you now.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. After Kaka, it'll be Lulu, followed by Heximus, and then the fiends, the Mezzalots.
Alrighty. Lulu is gonna give an angry trumpet and jump it there with a tusk. She'll be there and is gonna bravely and perhaps foolhardily put herself in danger. She's got a massive +3 to hit. Let's do it, Lulu. Ooh, that's a 9, so that'll be a whole lot of nothing. But Lulu is going to stand her ground. She'll be 5 feet up in the air to allow room for people below her.
Excellent. All right. It is then Heximus, followed by the Mezzalots, and then Caecilius. Oop, I just smacked the spoon over.
See how it is.
Mind the blast, Lulu.
And as I say that, Heximus's chest compartment is going to open up, and a big speaker type apparatus is going to let loose a thunderous shatter above the dredges, just to be, behind and just enough to avoid Lulu, somewhere back here. So that would be 5 con saves, please.
Coming at you, con save.
And that'll be a loud bang.
Wow. That was an insane roll. I have 2 natural 20s, 2 natural 18s, and a 14.
Okay, well, let me roll garbage on the damage just to round out that. 1 second.
You're a dick, Sean.
Alrighty, here we go. 3D. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. 3d8s. That's going to be 19 damage. So for those who pass on the DC 15, it is, I guess, 9 damage or 19.
All but 1 pass kills 1.
Awesome. Yeah, I think Hexmist is all
Sorry.
good after that.
You kill 2. The one that failed, it kills this one.
Excellent.
All right, 2 dretches explode from that thunderous blast. It is the Mezalos, followed by a Caecilius. The Mezalos storm down the stairs, and they eyeball Lulu. They have They have their orders. I don't know how I made it so much worse, and they're like stacked on top of each other now. Whatever, they're there.
I'll fix them.
Thank you. It makes 2 attacks: 1 claw, 1 trident. Claw, trident, claw, trident. We got 2 tridents and 1 claw. Stick this guy for 8 and kill him. Claw him for 9 and kill him. Stick this guy for 8 and kill him. All right. In just a few moments, the party and Gideon and his fiendish bodyguard are able to repel the demons quite easily. He says, "This is what I was speaking of. Demons come from within the ossuary now. It was not this way before, do Raven Guard. Go, see to the cause of these demons. I will allow it." Harum just looks at him and shakes his head. Says, You've changed, Gideon.
I would question. So how is this going to help us save El Terrell?
Is this in character?
If the Duke is still alive, he is a formidable warrior and tactician. He will help us surely defend those still alive in the city.
And the Helm of Torm's sight is a powerful artifact. Who knows what it's capable of?
Alright, that works.
I believe it's supposed to offer wisdom, too, so yeah.
If my history is correct, if used properly, it allows one to commune directly with the divine being known as Torm.
Well, there you go.
Yes, that is correct.
We can let him know about the Creed Resolute and maybe get some help with this. Anyway, yes, we'll be going now then. Thank you.
We shall look into this problem for you, Mr. Lightward. Thank you for your assistance.
And map change.
Well,
Should we blindfold ourselves?
As you guys head downstairs, you would see Harum hangs back, and so does Rhea, noticing Harum start to walk away. You guys can head downstairs. It doesn't look like he is he has his weapon put away, things like that. It looks like he's drawn towards this other section of the map.
Will he not
Ooh.
be joining us?
It's this. Sorry, wrong voice. There. This is the chapel. This is the chapel of mourning. This is where we made our prayers to the thunder. The smashed remnants of fine furniture and the remains of stained glass windows are strewn across this area. Sections of one huge stained glass window remain intact, enough so that its subject can still be made out. The window once portrayed Lathander standing amid fallen soldiers, holding his hands aloft as the spirits of the dead rise to stand at his side. Rhea would tell anybody who cares to listen that this place was used for funeral services for esteemed political and military leaders of Elturel. Harum is a paladin of Lathander, and he will go and take a knee before the damage window and offer a prayer. Anyone else who's particularly religious can do the same.
Yeah. I am. I'm into the gods.
Okay, with this religion check, you can actually take it with either intelligence or charisma.
Nice. I am proficient in it and charismatic, but not intelligence. That works perfectly. I have a +6 to it. That's a 14. If I'll inspire that if that's not good enough.
I'll
even use the bardic inspiration. No, perfect. Whatever.
Yeah, that's enough. Between you and Harum, he offers. You can hear Harum's prayer is different from yours. Yours is one that
I can make a prayer if you'd like.
It's up to you.
But yeah, if you want to say Harum's, I'll say one afterwards.
I'm just gonna surmise his is
okay.
And his pretty much he offers to Lathander, he asks the Morning Lord to watch over him, to bathe them in light, even here in the deepest of hells. But he does not feel the connection. He feels as if abandoned by Lathander. As he has learned more of Zariel's fate, he feels that he abandoned her as well. He says his faith wavers, and he pleads to his god for help, for assistance. Between the two of you, you would see an item start to form. Does it have any kind of fancy way? Yeah, there it goes. Just a glowing weapon appears before the supplicants. A +2 weapon of either your choice or Harum's choice that either one of you is wielding appears. So it'd either be a +2 greatsword or a +2 whatever your weapon is. But only one of them.
It's a quarterstaff.
All right. Unless you want to roll for it, Harum's got a silver greatsword.
I just got the regular quarterstaff that has spoon as hands for it. It's however you want to play it. I don't know how slashy he is. I smack with my quarterstaff sometimes. I wouldn't mind it.
Then just dice for it.
10.
I got an 8. All right, a +2 quarterstaff appears before the two of you.
Thank you, Morning Lord. With this, I will try to restore balance to the material world.
Harum kind of just looks at you in shock, and then kind of looks at the stained glass of Lathander, and just kind of stands up. Give me an insight check as he walks away.
Okie dokie. I didn't do well on that. I got a 7.
Yeah, it's hard to read him.
I would imagine through his armor and whatnot, just to his back. I would say.
Thank you for your aid. Do not waver. The gods are very real, and their ends may not necessarily be clear, but balance will be restored.
All right. Map change.
I would saunter over to my pal Zillin having my enchanted quarterstaff that he enchanted for me, and then this new fancy Lathandery one that I'm going to imagine has a bunch of motifs of dawn, and it's got a kind of like Gandalf the White type theme to it. I'm going to tell Zillan.
I don't suspect I will need your enchantment anymore. Thank you, friend.
You're most welcome.
I don't know if there's a finite number of them that you can do, but yeah, you definitely do not need to worry about me, since I have a very magic weapon now. So magic +2
I
quarterstaff.
will remove it from my list.
I'll put a blindfold on, is that right?
Whatever.
He didn't say to. That's why I asked. Looks like a
Yeah,
pretty
the map
simple
here is
map.
short and sweet. Yeah, it's short but sweet anyways. Where just basically even a left or
Do you
right
want
choice
us
really quick.
over on this? Or is that its own thing?
You'll be coming down here.
Okay.
Or by Padre.
And what's our
And
scale?
delete these stretches. Boop, boop, beep, bop.
All right. All right, so the stairs from the area above curl down to an unlocked door. You find a workshop beyond. This workshop appears to be where priests and acolytes prepare dead bodies for final interment. The place has been ransacked, with knives, saws, piping, and tubes littering the floor. Acid and embalming fluid pool everywhere amid a field of shattered flasks and jars. See a pair of closed double doors leading to the north. If anyone, you can take a survival check to try to find tracks of Duke Ravengard.
Ash the sun, it will.
Yeah. I will give you advantage. I'll help you out.
Sounds good.
Can I try to salvage any of the acid in a jar or something in case I need it later?
No, it does not look like it's valuable.
Okay. It's not like one that I can just like chuck at someone later if I needed to.
Just shattered. It's just all shattered flasks and jars.
Did someone say acid?
You do find things like
You see,
fluid and stuff like that, but nothing that's used as a weapon.
Okay.
I got a 20 on
It's-
that roll.
Do you want to see your thing real quick, nurse?
I was just gonna just jokingly say Heximus would start concentrating on his acid splash cantrip, and just ask Dylan where he wants it.
With that survival check, you would find tracks of multiple demons and all this garbage on the floor. Amid those tracks, though, you do find signs of a single group of booted humans moving down the stairs. The boots are trailing embalming fluid, and you believe will be easy to follow.
Alright, I would mention that.
Perfect. Lead the way. And I'll move up to help you track.
Yeah,
Ah.
let's go.
So it looks like the footsteps go this way, and then they go this way.
Both, or they like go and double back or go?
They
again?
went right, and it looks like they doubled back and then went down the other direction. The ceilings in here are 5 feet high.
Okay.
Should we see what they found to the right? I don't know. They could be in trouble.
I think we should follow where they're more likely at now.
The room spoon will have 8-foot high ceilings.
Okay.
I agree. Let's go left.
There may be something that's hunting them or something. Shoshana would like to just like kind of scout ahead and just peek in and see if anything is worrisome in this way.
Are Haram, Rhea, and Gideon with us?
Harm and Ray are Gideon's state above.
Okay.
Wait, no, not that way. We're going the other way.
I just want to peek.
No, that's fine.
If you want, you can take a stealth check to move up to there if you want to do so quietly, or you can just move up normally.
Yeah, I'll go
Lulu
stealthy.
would just be resting on your shoulders here.
Especially if you're going to split off. Go ahead and stealth.
It's an
Go ahead this
18.
way.
Okay, put yourself like at the corner over here if you want to check out that room. This is the Vault of Honor. The rubble-strewn vault contains 5 marble statues atop daises. 4 of the statues are unrecognizable, as their features have been badly marred by rock fallen from the cracked ceiling. The 5th is a finely carved statue of a kneeling man. You can take a history or religion check.
Oh, I'm
Try to
sure
identify the statues.
I'm sure I'm great at those. That's minus 1 on both. Alright, that's a 5. I don't know nothing about nothing.
Yeah, you do not recognize any of the people in there.
They're not from the Feywild. I don't know these people.
You can check the tracks again if you wish to enter the room with another survival check. If not, you can head back now.
I will head back. If I don't see like anything of that's dangerous or
Yeah, there's no enemies or anything like that. It's just a room with a bunch of statues. The statues do look interesting, but you don't recognize any of them.
yeah, so I'll come back and mention that statues can't make them out.
I wonder. It's a bit of a meta question. So my painter's training would it give me some sort of advantage on checks for statues like that?
For artwork, yeah. If you want to go in there and take a look at it, I would allow you to take a history or religion check.
With advantage or just normal?
It'll lower the DC.
Okay.
For this one.
All right. I'll not Padre, sorry. I will go take a look after she mentions it and see if I recognize some artwork.
All right, so only one of them is recognizable.
So I rolled a nat 15.
Nice. So from here, you can tell that it was a depiction of a man named Lanish Fogel. You don't have an association with that name, at least not yet. You also notice with your affinity with artwork that it looks like the head of that statue looks like it was meant to have something resting on it, but it is gone now.
The head?
Correct. It looks like the head looks like it was supposed to have something resting on it, but it is now gone.
We're looking for a crown or something?
A helmet, yes.
And do I think it could have been that, maybe?
Yeah, you believe so.
Okay. Cool. So I fly back and tell my more intelligent companions all of that I learned.
Well, that
What's she
explains
trying
why
to
they
say?
went that way first. He's saying that we're smarter than him. I think he included you in that, technically.
It's probably true.
I'm sure you're both brick dumb.
I know Kaka isn't the smartest.
Alright, well
I
then.
stared daggers at you.
Sorry, you're right. That was rude. That's not something you should do to people, especially friends. Now Caecilius feels bad. Let's keep following those footprints, though. The Duke might be in trouble.
Sounds good. Do you want another survival when we get to the?
No, since you know what you're looking for.
Okay.
The boots are trailing embalming fluid.
Yeah.
You can see that they go this way. Oops, sorry, too far.
Okay.
Alright, let's keep moving.
This area that you're entering is the ossuary of the faithful. The walls of this chamber are lined with funerary shelves, each set with a dusty humanoid bone. Relics and holy symbols of Lathander, Torm, Helm, and Tyr have been set prominently on a number of these shelves. As you guys go through the room, do you guys do anything?
Hell no. Don't
No.
touch anything. I'm looking at you, Heximus.
I mean, what's the fun in not touching anything?
You can touch yourself.
Okay. Harum goes to touch his symbol of Lathander, his holy symbol of Lathander, instinctively as he passes through this place. Everyone, please set up your marching order. I'll put Harum. He's like towards the front-ish. If you want to be in front of him, Zelenis.
Damocles will stick to the back. Unless the birds want to be at the absolute back.
No, it's fine. Birds can catch up quickly, so they're fine being towards the back.
And I'm happy to be front or second if Ashley, if you want to be up front.
Yeah, I figure I'll. Since I'm helping us track.
Okay. When Harum touches his holy symbol, it unleashes a pulse of necrotic power. Everyone within 10 feet of Harum, please give me a Constitution saving throw.
Great.
Ow.
Oh, no, it's just the whole area, so everybody.
Ow.
Oh.
Oh, that was rude. Well, I probably failed. Shit.
Oh, I definitely
Go
did.
with me and my homunculus pass.
Those of you within 10 feet of Harum get +3 to your con saves.
Nice.
I have no necrotic resistance, which helps.
Yeah.
So we're all taking con saves?
Yeah.
Even the flyers?
Yep,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
the whole zone.
The whole zone pulses.
And this place has only the large rooms have a ceiling of only like 8 to 9 feet tall. All right. Anyone who got less than a 15 takes 18 necrotic damage. Everyone who passes takes 9.
I take 9 because I have resistance.
You said less than what?
15.
Okay. That was Padres.
I'm sorry, how much damage?
18.
18 or 9.
What was that?
Harum's hand like burns from necrosis, and he lets go of the symbol of Lathander. He says, "I don't know. I instinctively touched the symbol as we passed through this holy place. Something foul is happening. And those of you with anyone with a passive perception of 15 or higher would hear Harm whisper to himself, "Truly, Lathander has forsaken me."
I don't hear that, but I say, okay, nobody touch anything, not even yourself.
I will lean to Harum and like whisper to him, "It's not you, my friend. There's something afoul here."
Yep. I would quickly bonus action to reactivate my shield, so I have 10 HPs again.
Okay.
Yeah, Damokos will cast Armor of Agathis.
Okay. You see the footsteps leading down these stairs.
Okay. I will approach and just kind of do a stealth perception.
Real quick, even as you get this close, you can see what's going on here. I'll just read that real fast. This looks like it's the main ossuary. Ooh, excuse me, burps. This huge chamber is lined by funerary shelves along stone walls above 6 bare daises, creating a display of dusty humanoid bones rising from floor to ceiling. Does anybody have any spells going on them right now?
I have protection from evil.
And good.
I don't.
I have mage armor going on.
Do.
Okay.
Looks like Shisana has Hunter's Mark. Damokos,
yeah.
of course, has Armor of Agathos and Hex. And Padre is the one concentrating on my protection.
Okay. That is all from there for now then. This area that you're looking into looks like a meditation chamber. This area is set with cushions and low stools of brown oak. Above an empty dais, the wall is covered with a mosaic shaped from colored chips of bone, artfully arranged to depict scenes of funerals, the migration of souls, and the celestial realms. Lettering among the bottom of the mosaic reads, "Contemplate life. Death comes soon enough." Anybody who's proficient in religion?
I think Padre is.
Okay, if he is, he would automatically know something.
He
Actually, proficient in it.
is proficient in religion.
Okay, he recognizes that this area is, or as one in which priests would dedicate to dealings with the dead and would meditate to help themselves endure the dark nature of their work. Okay, from here, where would you guys like to go? It looks like the footprints continue.
I guess we'll continue on.
Yeah. Again, preferably nobody touch anything. My name is Lulu.
Do I smell anything over here?
Smell anything?
Mm-hmm.
No. Well, I mean, you would smell maybe water, and I guess you would smell blood, things of that nature. Coming from this room ever so faintly. The door would be closed as you guys approach. Yeah, you would see the trail heading through that door.
I will take a perception on the door.
Okay.
I will investigate it.
I can help with the investigation.
Okay.
That's a 7 on my check.
I got a 16 on the investigation.
Okay. With the perception and investigation, you can tell that this door is not trapped, it is safe, and you can hear the mumblings of a single man from within the room beyond.
Sure hope that's the Duke. Not another someone turned to evil. Let's go.
Onward.
All right. Here's what it reads. This is the Vault of Ascendance. A shallow meditation pool fills this room, set off from a broad landing edge by a low wrought iron railing. Wondrous frescoes along the walls depict souls gaining the blessings of Lathander, Torm, Helm, and Tyr. The frescoes on one wall have been twisted into abyssal forms, surrounding a shimmering portal. The pool is littered with the mutilated bodies of humans wearing the uniforms of Baldur's Gate and Elturel. The swirling water of the pool roils with shadow and is shot through with patches of black ichor where demons have fallen here. An armored man with a shield slung on his back crouches among the bodies, writhing in pain. His eyes are closed and his hands clutched as a gold helm on his head, as if trying in vain to claw the helmet off. Unintelligible words spill from his lips, some sounding saintly and solemn, while others resonate with a cruel hissing. It is indeed him.
Heximus is in shock right now.
Stop struggling. We're here to help. I'll go to try and help him with.
All right, put yourselves in the room wherever you would like to be. Let me get his model on.
How tall are the ceilings?
Where the water is to the roof is 10 feet. Sorry, it'll be 15 feet. It's about 8 feet from the balcony to the ceiling.
Okay.
It's about a good, 8 to 9 foot drop to the water.
So Heximus would say to the group,
I can't make out everything he is saying, but I believe I heard him muttering something in Celestial for a brief moment.
Ooh, all right. So,
mhm.
so those of you who can speak Celestial and Abyssal.
I speak Abyssal.
Okay.
I speak
You can tell
Celestial.
He's alternating between the two languages. You guys can take Arcana or Religion checks. Yeah.
Those two can, or the whole party?
The people who can either speak Abyssal or Celestial.
Isn't Celestial?
I'm normally not great at it, but I got 20. In 4th edition, that was a thing. I don't think it's explicitly a thing in 5th edition. But I got 20 on my Arcana there, actually.
Okay. Your check reveals that there is a psychic struggle taking place within Raymagard's mind between two powerful entities. One seems to be a divine being of higher power, and the other seems to be a terrible demonic entity. As you guys come to this conclusion, and before you can really share that information even with the group, you would see 5 Minotaurs emerge from the portal.
Shit.
Initiative.
Yeah.
All right.
Roll poorly. Let's see if I get a turn. I didn't.
It's all right. You'll go before me by quite a bit. So.
A couple tanks going towards the back of the pack. Hey, I hope the exact same umbrella die for Damocos. And these are full-blooded minotaurs, not skeletal ones.
Correct.
Ooh.
You could tell that Gideon seemed to have control of the skeletal minotaur.
Yeah, I just like bashing skeletons with my face. Few things in D&D give me as much pleasure as bashing skeletons with blunt weapons. Also means they're not undead and protection is useless. Damn. Oh well.
Okay, is everyone on initiative? Yeah, all right. I think we're good. It'll be top of the order with Ka, followed by Shisana, and then Padre.
Yeah. Minotaur. I'm gonna take 2 shots at this guy. But first, I'm gonna hex him against, I don't know, strength.
Nice. All right, and this is this guy, the frontmost one?
The closest one to me, which I think is that top one. This
All
guy.
right. Oh, this guy in the corner? Got it.
And then 2 shots. Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does.
Alright, then that's 2 hits. Since I use my bonus, it's not the extra d4s, so d8, d6. I can't. Oh, plus this one. Um, 17 plus 33 damage.
Ooh-wee.
Those 2 shots. And I will actually fly back a bit to here in next to Lulu. That's my turn.
All right. Ka takes 2 solid shots into the Minotaur, almost bloodying him, and then takes off down the hallway. It is then Shisana, followed by Padre, and then the Minotaur.
How far below is the water from the balcony?
Less than 10 feet.
Just don't put yourself right in the worst spot possible.
Yeah.
Just don't go there. Let Zillin or I go there.
You can attack this Minotaur from this spot or this spot,
That's okay.
because they are 10 feet tall.
All right, there. Yeah, so I will mark the front guy with. I will bounce my mark to him, and then I'll come over and do whatever dreadful strikes. Ah, it was almost a crit. It's gonna be a 17 to hit.
Yep.
Alright, so 11 damage.
You bloody him with that?
Alright, not 19.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be 14 damage.
Okay. He's looking rough. A few more hits will take him down.
Alright, that'll be me.
All right, after Sana, it's Padre, followed by the Minotaurs, and then Rhea.
Did you get the damage on this guy?
Oh, I applied it to the wrong guy. There we go. Hold on. Let me readjust that. Okay, there we go. I applied it to the wrong model.
Okay.
Oh, it is now Padre's turn, by the way. Played by you.
Yeah, Padre is going to shoot a firebolt at the same guy that I hexed. Rolling nat 15, so I believe he hits. And that's about 2d10.
Yep, at this level.
For a whopping 5 fire damage.
All right, Padre bloodies him.
And then Padre also gets out of harm's way a little bit. And that's his turn.
All right. Bird Force flying back. It is Minotaurs, followed by Rhea, and then Domicos. Domicos will be played by Nick. Minotaur. Charging. The one on the left that's been hexed, or your guys' right, will charge on up and attack Zillin. He will attempt to charge and gore you.
Right.
He will be reckless. He will grant advantage and give himself advantage. He got an 18. That is a whopping miss. This next one. This one will actually provoke an opportunity attack from the whole front line of Zillin and Shisana.
All right, I'll punch him. Uh, 21 to hit.
Yes.
14 to hit.
Yes.
He takes 14 thunder damage and is marked.
Okay, that bloodies him.
9 damage from me.
All right. These other 3 will charge on up, also being reckless. Put 1 more into Zillin and then 2 into Shisana. This guy will scooch on up. Scooch on in there. All right, and then this guy will charge Zillin as well. So everyone's gonna be reckless. So all the Minotaurs will be reckless. So 2 attacks coming into Shisana, 2 more into Zillin. Zillin. Make sure did I mark that guy as. Yeah, I did. All right. The marked guy into Zillin. That is a miss. Next guy into Zillin. Also a miss. Now the 2 into Shisana. First one. Miss with natural 2s, really?
Yeah.
Man, those are some bad rolls.
There's some scary Minotaurs.
Yep. You guys are able to use the railing to your advantage, and they're just getting their horns all caught up in it. It is Rhea's turn, followed by Domicos, and then Caecilius. Rhea, 10, 20. Perfect. She'll move on up and attack the nearest Minotaur. With advantage. Longsword. Hit. Longsword. Crit. Short sword. Hit. God, so normally.
Get him, Rhea.
So it's just 27 damage. All right, that Minotaur is looking bad after Rhea's slash and stab. It is then, Damikos, followed by Caecilius, and then Heximus.
Amco is going to move up, transfer X onto the tier Minotaur. Give him a good blast. And the first one's a crit.
Nice.
I'm sorry, which one did he just hex and crit?
This one on the end here.
Got it.
So it's Dex, critting it for 22 force and necrotic damage.
Oh, he did.
It is. And then put into this guy here. It's goddamn. And that is a over 20
For sure.
or 12 force damage. And that's me.
All right.
I mean, Amicos, and then it's me.
Yeah, Caecilius, and then Heximus.
Right, moving up. Oh god, why? And I will hex this Minotaur's strength with my own hex. Yeah. And then attack him 2 times with my glowing +1 mace. Oh, come on. That is a 16 to hit.
Yep.
It's actually 17, even better. That is a total of 12 damage.
All right. He is in critical condition.
I will inspire my second attack because it was terrible. It was in that one.
You should be attacking with advantage. They're all reckless.
Correct.
Oh, that is right. Well, then I will not have to inspire. And instead, that will just been my first roll. My second one is much better. That is a 18.
Yes.
Thank you for the reminder, Spoon. And that is 11 damage.
That'll finish him.
All right, and that is. I will provoke the opportunity attack. Actually, do I have the move? Yes. Go help Shisana so she doesn't get swarmed.
All right.
I provoke the opportunity attack from this guy.
He swings at you for a 22 to hit.
Ah, hits me exactly.
All right. He slashes you in the back with his great axe for 17 slashing damage.
Ow, that hurt. Probably should have cast shield. Oh well, that's me.
All right. It's Heximus, followed by Zillin, and then Lulu.
Alrighty, Heximus, huh? I think since it's tight spaces here, I'm gonna keep it simple. I will do a twin cast of Chromatic Orb. I'll upcast this bad boy to. No, I'll just keep it simple. 1 sorcery point, do a level 1 Chromatic Orb, and I'll target this one, and shoot with advantage since they're Reckles. That is pretty good one. That's going to be not the best. 14.
Yes, 14 does hit.
Yay! And then on the second one, 21. So that'll be good. This will be my favorite acid damage, of course. And the first one is going to take 21, and the second one is going to take 17.
All right, that's the first damage they've taken. These 2 minotaurs cast some acid balls to the face. Let out howls of pain. All right, after.
All right.
Excellent.
All done.
It'll be Zillin, followed by Lulu, and then Harum, and then top of the order with Kaka.
All right, I will have my homunculus let go of my broom so he's not sitting here with me while you fly around like crazy. And whatever, I'll mess with that in a second. He's in my same square. But I'm actually gonna fly around back behind, toss one punch into both of these guys, and try to mark them. So one on top. Ooh, that's not great. That is a 17 to hit.
Oh yeah.
So that one takes 9 thunder and is marked. And the next one is a worse roll. That is 15. Hit. What was that?
That is a hit.
All right.
And remember, you have advantage.
Yep, that was with advantage. He also takes 9 thunder and is marked. And then, for good measure, I'm going to fly way over to here. That one can opportunity attack me if he wants.
Yeah, this guy he will.
Yeah.
That one.
All right. And I will also have my homunculus. Actually, I'll command him to shoot. So he will shoot this one. Alright, that's also with advantage because it is a shot. That definitely hits, and at 18. And he will deal 4 force damage.
All right. Your little toy homunculus fires a toy gun and blasts him for 4 force damage.
Yeah. And then it'll be his turn, and I will command him to fly back so that he doesn't get beat up.
All right. After your homunculus and Zillion, it is Lulu, played by Nurse, followed by Harem,
Yeah.
and then Ka.
I think this probably warrants a trumpet blast. We'll fly in there with a 15-foot cone. She can probably only get 2 of them, I think. But that's fine. She'll go ahead and get the 2 that are drenched in acid, and they will be blazed with a bunch of radiant sparkles, and can roll a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage as she lets loose a trumpety rainbow.
Both fail.
Awesome. Let me roll that damage up here. The Trumpet of Sparkles, 4d8 plus 4. All right, that's going to be 21 radiant damage.
Excellent. That bloodies the bottom Minotaur. And it bloodies them both. All right. After Lulu,
Great.
it is Harem. You can get up to here. You will attack that Minotaur twice. Oof, 13 as a miss. Alright, next one's a hit. Whacks him for 9 slashing damage. And he will... he's not even going to bother using Tactician, because these guys seem to be full reckless. That'll be his turn. It'll be Kaka, followed by Shisana.
All right, all these guys are reckless.
Yep. So you all have advantage.
All right, I use my bonus to transfer the hex to this middle guy. Fly in first. And then take 2 shots at him. Well, we'll see. Take the first shot at him. And hit with a nat 17.
Get him.
Hold on one second. I have the wrong dice. There we go. 17 damage.
Yeah. Let's see. He is in critical health. Another shot will finish him.
All right, another shot. 15 to hit.
Yes.
Uh, 11 damage.
That is enough. The second arrow catches him right between the eyes, and down goes the Minotaur.
All right, and I fly back again.
All right, after Kaka, it's Shisana, followed by Padre, who will be played by Mayhem again.
Alright. I will bounce my hunter's mark. And then stabby stab. Crit.
All right.
Is it 1d6 or 2d6 for the Driftful?
You Hunter's Mark, so you don't have Dreadful.
Alright.
Yeah, it should be 2d6 from your mark after the crit, and then 4d4 from your weapon.
Alright, so that's 19 damage.
Okay, bloody him with that.
Alright, gonna be a no, so 22 to hit.
You bet.
Uh, 12 damage.
All right, so then take a couple more hits, but he's still standing. After Shisana, it'll be Padre, played by Mayhem, followed by the Minotaurs, and then Rhea.
Okay. Padre is going to fly in and touch Caecilius on the shoulder and cast Cure Wounds at a second level slot. So 2d8 plus whatever my spellcasting modifier is, which is what? 7 for him?
It should be 4. It's not the proficiency.
Got it. So yeah, 2d8 plus 4. Roll your own.
All right, can do. Thank you.
And Padre flies back.
I rolled poorly.
All right. After Padre flies in for the heal, it's the Minotaurs, followed by Rhea. The 2 remaining Minotaurs. They'll just go reckless and attack with their battle axes, or great axes, sorry. Caecilius, you're 1, and Shisana, you're another.
The one on top is not hitting me is marked.
Yep, so it's disadvantage, so he has advantage, disadvantage, so it's a flat roll into Shisana. Boop, boop. That is a miss. And with advantage into Caecilius, the other one. Ooh, that is a crit. Nick, I'm sorry. I love you, bro. 34 damage.
I'm
Sorry.
You're unconscious. If I had rolled at least 4 more hit points on Cure Wounds, which would not have been that hard, I would still be conscious right now.
These things hit like trucks. We killed them quick, but geez, yeah, once they hit with that reckless.
All right, Ray is stepping up, attacking that Minotaur. Longsword, hit. Longsword, hit. Short sword, hit. Which is a total of 20 damage to bring that down. No, I lied. He is in single digits.
So didn't the protection for the Minotaur make him roll with disadvantage, but he was reckless, so it was just normal?
The Minotaurs are not fiends or anything like that. They're just like, what are they? They're monstrosities.
Got it.
It is brain fart. It is Damocos, followed by Caecilius, and then Heximus. Damocos, played by Nick.
Damocos is gonna blast this there Minotaur right there. After what would check some strength. That is over 20.
Yep.
For Snake Eyes, 6 damage.
That is enough to kill him.
Oh, he's fucking, that's alright. Awesome. We'll shoot the other blast at the other one. Over 20 to hit.
Yep.
Better this time for 12 damage.
Okay.
It's kind of back.
Be a few more hits. We'll take that one down. Only one Minotaur remains. It is Caecilius, followed by Heximus.
Damocos will say, "Good job, everybody. Keep it up." No. Caecilius will try and finish this guy. Move his hex to his guy's strength and smack him up. Yeah. I've rolled 2 crits for that damage.
Oh.
As in both dice hits. That would be
gotcha.
a total of 23 damage.
He's still alive.
Come on.
Barely hanging on.
Ooh, nat 18 to hit.
Yep.
12 damage.
Dead. All right. All the Minotaurs lie bleeding in the shallow pool below. Okay. You guys are left alone in the room with the open portal and Duke Ulder
wait.
Raven Guard.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
I don't do any of that.
Oh, Nick.
Totally forgot.
It was all a dream.
Mm-hmm. So I think it was me after you?
Yeah.
See Caecilius kicking on the ground. Can that double 20? Actually, never mind. I will roll my death save.
Oh, that's fine. You can have it be your death save. Like at this point.
Okay. In case
then-
I get up and hit him for that second attack.
Yeah, we should still finish him.
Alright.
And then, honestly, at this point, we can just RP the end of it, where you would probably smack him one more time after getting up and having your whole turn, and then Heximus would finish him off with, what would you use to finish him off, Heximus?
Yeah, probably just give him a Toll the Dead.
Yeah. The bell tolls, last for he. And down he goes.
This place is indeed spawning, well, monstrous creatures. Perhaps we should get the Duke Ulder Raven Guard out of this place.
Yeah. Perhaps we should get us out of this place. I was thinking.
Do you guys have any fancy vision going on?
Nope.
I do not, but if I had a reason to, I could.
Got the sweet black eye just now.
I mean, it's up to you. You guys see a bunch of bodies of people in this room, and Duke Ulder Raven Guard. It's up to you if you would cast anything. I'm not going to give you any other prompts than that.
Yeah, realistically, probably not. We haven't had shit coming at us invisible for a little while, so.
So you detect invisibility?
No, I won't.
Okay.
Just because we haven't been attacked by anything invisible, and yeah, so there's really nothing to prompt me to do it.
Okay. All right. Those of you who's dealing with Dual or Raven Guard at this point?
I'd be trying to figure out what's going on.
I would.
Okay. What would you try
I'm
to do?
strong. I'd be happy to carry him. Definitely better equipped to than Zillan.
Yeah. No, I would be trying to identify what's going on with him.
Yeah.
That helmet open.
So now you.
I think our check. Yeah. So since I got the good check on it, I would say
He seems to be possessed or battling two beings. I cannot understand the one, but one is speaking in celestial, uttering prayers of devotion, steadfastness. I cannot make out the other half, but it seems angry and dark.
Shisana would let you know what she overheard.
It would be pretty much calls to slaughter, calls to revel in the destruction, revel in war. You're not sure who that voice is, but it's some powerful demonic being. And those of you nearest to Duke Gold Raven Guard will actually kind of give him a once over. On top of wearing the Helm of Torm Sight that he is currently struggling with trying to remove, Raven Guard wears a bloody suit of plate armor emblazoned with the emblem of the Flaming Fist. His shield, which also bears this emblem, is slung on over his back, and he carries a long sword sheathed at his side. From just the looks of the hilt, it does look like a very fancy looking longsword.
So as Heximus handles Duke Older Ravenguard, I would just prepare to kind of lift him up and hoist his body. I will give just a kind of ginger feel to the helm and see if I'm able to lift it off of his head.
You can see he's physically struggling with all his might, straining as tired as he is to remove the helmet. And when you try to remove it yourself, you find that it is very well affixed to his head. You think pulling any harder, you're more likely to remove his head from his shoulders than the helmet from his head.
Well, I got these gauntlets of ogre strength, right?
Yep.
No. So is he standing up, or is he like he's over the railing or something, right?
He's like crouched, like kneeling on the ground, like with wrestling with the helmet in his hands.
Okay. I think Heximus would just kind of like try and lay a somewhat comforting hand on his shoulder, but a firm one to actually like grab him and just be speaking to him in Celestial, just more or less telling him that he is safe.
It doesn't look like he hears you. He continues to speak in tongues.
Well, if he doesn't resist, I will just hoist him and just put him over my shoulder.
Okay, yeah, he would not resist. You'll be moving at half speed while carrying Dukolda Raven Guard, but yeah, you have no problems. He is going to be muttering in tongues the whole time as you're carrying him, and he's still going to be vainly attempting to remove the helmet in his strange state. Okay. Everyone give me a perception check with disadvantage as you leave the room.
Okay.
Oh boy. Ooh, not bad.
I got a 0. Wait, no, 1. I've got to have 10 wisdom.
15 though, not too shabby.
Blah. Both Padres and mine were bad.
All right. Caecilius, with your 15, just as you're about to leave the room, you see a bit of parchment float up to the edge of where the rails meet the water, and you can see that it is a spell scroll. While it is wet, it is still usable. you look around the room and you see more of them floating amongst the bodies.
What the hell? Guys, scrolls. And I'll go and grab that first one.
Okay, the first
Yeah,
one.
try and mage hand it.
Okay, the first one that Caecilius grabs is a mass healing word, and Heximus, you would snatch up the other two, which are remove curse and tongues.
Well,
Okay, all right.
might be useful.
That's correct. Thank you, Nick.
No problem. I happen to know those are all cleric spells, so we can give them to Padre. Although if anyone wants any of the other ones, I believe they do belong to other classes.
That's fine. Let's just write him on his character for now.
Yeah, I'd have to look and see which ones I can get.
Yeah, I think tongues apparently is a sorcerer one.
There's gotta be level 15, then I don't care.
Yeah, tongues is the only one that I could do, but it's okay. I don't need it.
Okay, as the party rounds the corner, heading back the way you came, everybody please give me a wisdom saving throw as an invisible creature pops out of nowhere and attempts to frighten you.
Ooh, not good there for me.
I'm going to inspire that. That's better. How close do we have to be to Harum for the
10 feet.
Okay. Oh, that's our marching that I am.
Okay.
We were in our marching order from before. Sorry, I was looking the loot. I'm failing the saves. The Dumbco's got a 12.
Ooh, okay. Anybody who got below a 10, you become frightened for 1 minute. A small, weird-looking creature which you haven't seen before. Oh no, I'm sorry. You would have seen a similar-looking creature with Silvira Savicus. Actually, you would identify it as a Quasit. Appears and frighten or attempts to frighten all of you. Heximus, in your frightened state, you would drop Dougal or Ravenguard and attempt to flee. But with everyone else passing, the Quasit would have a moment where it can try to turn invisible again, but not before you guys are able to blast it with spells or bring it down with arrows. Heximus, you just take a few steps away before you feel the fear dissipate, and you would turn back to see the dead Quasit on the ground. Oh, and Caecilius, you would be afraid too then. I'm sorry.
Okay. And now I would spend a slot and see invisibility.
All right.
I'll just pick the Duke back up. Sorry about that.
Where is Heximus?
The streets are
Alright.
cold.
I find invisibility to be a form of lying in its own way. Pretending to not be there when you are. Reprehensible, these fiends.
And yet, can that also attest that you can perform? No?
Okay. Sorry, what was it?
I was asking if you could turn invisible.
Oh. I don't know. All right, so let's position you guys. Whoever's furthest back will be at the bottom of the stairs. Spoon, if you want to be more up front, you can be. Swap places
I'll be
with you and
somewhere
Ray.
up front.
Okay. So you come back to Gideon and an entourage of undead awaiting you. It says, I see you found the Duke. but he looks ill, possessed by demons. You can tell he is immediately getting upset. And you can see that there are specters and shadows sifting through the walls back and forth on top of the two Mesoloths and the Minotaurs.
Also, I can see into the ethereal now, so I should see them pretty well.
Yeah, then here, let me actually
There is no need.
Sorry, I was going to talk to Gideon.
go for it.
There is no need for hostility. The Duke seems to be incapacitated by some affliction. We shall take him from here to alleviate your problem with the demons.
Okay, give me a deception or persuasion check.
I'm good at persuasion. I don't lie, so definitely not doing deception. And Domikos gives me advantage, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an 18.
Ooh, okay. Very well. You can go. Make sure you fight against the fiendish demons. Never relent, for they will never relent themselves.
Thanks for the tip.
Balance above all else. Be well, Gideon Lightward.
Harum pushes past the fiends and goes up to Gideon, and then like leans in and whispers something to him. And then Gideon kind of just looks at him and looks very cocky, and then Harum storms off. In with the group, but away from Gideon.
Yep.
All right, you guys are able to leave the chapel unharassed by Gideon and his undead minion. It looks like you were able to talk your way out of it without issue. Good job.
Yeah, all right. GG's, well done, everybody.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, this is where heaps of XP would happen. Fucking what's it called? Milestone XP. All right.
There's a lot of skeleton minotaurs and ghosts and Mesoloths are no joke. Those Mesoloths would have been mean. Gideon, as you is no slouch either.
Any loot?
No. Oh, sorry. The loot that you guys did find were the 3 scrolls, and Nurse got a +2 quarterstaff from praying to Lathander.
Woohoo!
A stick.
All right. After. Oh, that's not the right map.
No, we're not in the pits of Avernus yet.
I mean,
Off
technically.
to Avernus. Here we go. Just jump off.
That is
Yeah.
one way to go.
I mean, I got a flying broom. I can do it.
I'm with you. Let's do it.
I agree, let's do it.
You guys all scream bird force and jump up. All right. After heading from the graveyard back to the High Hall, it's a pretty straightforward trip. You guys are being harassed. The one thing of note that happens as you guys make your way through the streets is you pass a house that you hear, like, or sounds like there's people inside. The door looks like it is stuck shut. You guys can go, or sorry, as you get closer, it sounds like somebody is futilely trying to claw at the door or open it from the inside.
Shazana will investigate.
At this point, we just open the door and see if it's a helpless villager or A monster.
I would say something before you guys like actually open the door. I would just like shout at them if or while we kind of approach it from the other side.
Survivors, are you okay? We can break down the door if needed.
You guys can hear like raspy breathing on the other side, and like the pounding on the door becomes a little bit more frantic.
Sounds like undead to me.
Yeah, it would seem that way.
Friends of Gideon, perhaps. Let us be on our way. This place is crawling with them.
As you guys kind of walk away from the building, you get a better look at it from the outside and realize that it's a school for children.
Ooh.
All right, you make your way to the high hall without any further incidents.
All right.
All right, back at the high hall, you find that no other fiends have taken up residence, and you find yourself back at the catacombs without any issue. Let me get
So I think I would kind of encourage our group to talk to the priestess who mentioned she's good at exorcism.
Comrades, let us take Uldur Ravengard to Priestess Faria. If anyone will know what to do with him and this helm, it will be her.
Hopefully. I'm gonna go sit down though. And I would go to take a short rest.
I agree. We shouldn't wait any longer than necessary.
Nick, how many hit points is Caecilius missing?
48.
How many?
48.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Jesus.
I have 58 hit points. And I went
Sean!
to 0.
Why are you so mean?
I'm not sure what Padre can do for you, but I can.
Oh, a short rest would be fine.
Yeah, short rest would be the best way to deal with it.
All right, let's do that.
Yeah. Perhaps a priestess here can help.
You can talk to them and do everything while the short rest. That's why it's good. Kind of sitting this one out for the most part.
Okay.
I'll cast a couple of mendings to get my homunculus servant back to full HP as well.
So when you guys bring Uldur down there, Faria and Seltern and Obranch, the druid you saved, would immediately run up to assist and help bring Uldur Ravengard safely amongst the group. Would, after informing Faria of his state, since you know a little bit already about it, Heximus, she would tell you that there is an actual way that she believes to force the helmet off of the Duke. It sounds like it is something similar to a possession, she believes. That there are two entities speaking to him, battling in his mind, and he is doing his best to just hold on to his sanity. She says it'll be the ritual of returning. She believes he is on essentially a spirit journey and is being assailed by these two entities. She says there are a few things that the ritual will require for preparation, though. She says there's an altar of Torm upstairs that must be cleansed before the ritual can be performed. You guys would have seen this this altar. It was the one that required holy water to cleanse, and you've already required a good amount of holy water, and there's more here if you need it.
Yeah, I thought we had cleansed. I thought
We collected a bunch of water.
I remember you collected the water. I don't remember if we actually had you cleanse it on the way out or not. But either way,
I don't remember either.
Either way, it would be a simple thing to do. You just go and splash a few bottles of holy water, and I'll tell you how many bottles it will require.
We took 5 for that purpose.
Then consume 2. Or sorry. Yeah, 2 out of that 5 to cleanse it. And you can, at this point, refill it. Take time. You're spending an hour here if you wish. So, not a problem. She says, during the ritual, a creature must stand, or a person must stand within 5 feet of the restored altar and recite a prayer to Torm. Once the prayer, or sorry, only this prayer, can break evil's hold on the Grand Duke. They will also need a powerful symbol of courage and self-sacrifice to empower the ritual. She believes the sword belonging to the maiden in the room over there, would be enough. Mm-hmm. The Great Sword of the Unknown Hero. Yeah. Unless any of you also bear a symbol that you believe has sufficient courage and self-sacrifices to attach to it.
I don't think that I do. Huh, well, I mean, my armor that I made into my arm that got chopped off.
Did you sacrifice your arm for that armor?
No. It was made in replacement of my arm.
It's close. But in that, logic, you're like, no, it's not enough.
Yeah.
Probably the greatsword is best. And you guys know that the greatsword is not magical, but does seem to be, blessed in its own way.
No, okay.
All right. Everyone, if you wish to benefit from a short rest, do so now, as you guys do the preparations for the ritual beforehand.
I'm all good.
During that short rest, Faria would warn you that she's never performed this ritual before, this particular one, though she has done many exorcisms, and that you should be ready to step in and help her, or even potentially fight off any evil spirits that might try to disrupt the process. She tells you that the prayer will take a total of 30 seconds to fully recite. She knows the prayer by heart, but if any of you wish to do the prayer, you can do so with a religion check.
Padre might be able to.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to. It'd be funny, though.
Okay.
Just let her do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay. While the prayer is being spoken, someone else must hold the sword. Who will hold the sword? And they must keep the sword touching the helmet of Torm's, the helm of Torm's sight, gently resting on it.
I can.
I can hold the sword. That way you can punch and tank.
All right, so for meta, it'll be a total of 5 rounds of combat before this ritual completes. And at the end of each of the sword holders' turns, they will be taking Constitution saving throws. That's all meta that your characters don't know about. All right, I'm going to take you guys back to the top. Benefit from more rest stuff if you still need to do that. We're swapping over.
All right.
Rest it up.
And just as a reminder, do I do one hand or do I need both hands on the sword? Can't recall.
It is a great sword, so it's 2 hands.
Yeah, I think I would be best served concentrating on haste on 2 people and then holding the sword, and that's what I'll do.
Okay.
That works.
Yeah, if probably full-time job.
All right, put your models over here by this bloody looking altar.
Right, we're skilled about right.
Do I have a model for Faria? Yeah.
Democos will stand near Hexus. This bigger Hexus won't let him come to harm, even if he's doing that other thing.
Oh, thank you for moving the DMPC.
No problem. Anyone want one? I'll be here.
Yeah, just position yourselves wherever you'd like to be during this, during the start of the ritual.
I put harm near the altar, but you
Padre would probably be interested. I would be
Yeah.
less interested.
And I think the ceilings and stuff here are 15 feet tall, mayhem.
Okay. I'll fly up near the ceiling.
All right.
And
don't forget to do your models of your buffs and such too, guys.
yeah, I was just purged Rhea for protection from good and evil, and she was missing 4 health. But if she just spends 1 hit die on her short rest, she'll stop it off. So I just got her nice and refreshed.
Thank you very much. Everyone, put yourselves on initiative if you haven't already.
All right.
Oops.
My homunculus is standing up on the ceiling.
Oh, did anyone reset the initiative bar?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna remove everyone if people haven't added themselves already.
There we go. Better rolls this time.
Might lag for a sec. Bring it out of mod.
All right, while we get all this set up, I'm gonna grab a drink real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pee after this. All right, so the way this will play out is on Heximus's turn. Heximus, give me a saving throw at the end of your turn.
Okay, 1 moment. I stepped away from the computer.
Oh, I bet. And Faria has begun reciting the prayer, and this is the beginning of the first round out of the 5 for the prayer.
Wait, I believe right before that, Hexus, you were casting haste on people?
Yeah, I would like to do that right before this process begins. So I'd like to 3 sorcery points and a twin cast haste.
Excellent, no problem. And
I will put it on. Sorry.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna put it on Caecilius and Shisana.
All right.
Hunter's Mark's probably gone, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark lasts only an hour, and you guys spent an hour to rest.
Hopefully 2 people don't lose turns if I drop concentration on this, right guys? Right guys.
Yeah. Don't fail any of your constitution saves.
I'm a sorcerer. I was built for this.
Sorry, what was your saving throws? I missed that.
Oh, I completely forgot because we were talking about buffs and everything.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm taking a wisdom, or was it Constitution thing?
Constitution. Hmm?
Constitution.
You can feel some kind of demonic force trying to repel you.
Okay. I'd be willing to bardic or use the music inspire if I have to for this, but I rolled a 14 total.
A 14 does pass. Okay, so You can feel a wave, a psychic wave, wash over you, and you take a step back, but you keep the sword resting steadily on Duke Ravengard's helmet. Faria says, "They're coming!" And you would watch as four little motes of light emerge from Duke Ravengard's helmet.
Good light or bad light?
Ashley, you would identify these creatures immediately.
Oh, bad light.
Will-o'-the-wisp.
Will-o'-wisps. They are a tiny form of undead. They are rather fragile, but extremely dangerous.
Goody. Cleric, turn up.
Holy shit, they have +9 to their deck.
Why not?
So,
I mean, they are floating.
I know they're ridiculous, but what?
They have 28 decks. I've never seen that.
Nice.
I rolled a 2, and I was just
What's
like,
their CR rating?
2.
I mean,
And also,
but still,
see,
that's... Right, 2
Yeah,
is
no,
not that strong.
pretty ridiculous.
Okay, so the initiative will be picking up at a strange part in the order.
Yeah.
And it'll be immediately after Heximus. It'll be Kaka's turn, followed by Zillin, and then Caecilius.
Huh. These things are creatures?
There are 4 undead spirits that emerged from the helmet to attack not you, but it looks like Heximus and Faria seems to be their targets.
They're creatures.
Alright, well, I'm not sure, but I'm going to take a shot at them. The one nearest Heximus. Yep.
You axing him?
2 shots. I haven't rolled yet. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. Are you doing Hex? I missed that if you were doing it.
I had decided not to. I only have 1 spell slot, so.
Oh, when you're a warlock, you regain your spell slots on a short rest.
Yeah. And we just had one, so I'm not sure.
Oh, because you're level 1. Dumb.
Right.
I'm dumb. Dumb.
Right. Anyway, 2 shots. Both over 20 to hit.
Absolutely. They actually do have a really high AC. But yeah, you do land those hits, no problem.
And so that's a total of 30 damage.
Ooh-wee. The combined total is enough to just totally destroy that will-o'-wisp. It shatters like a piece of glass, and then you watch as these like little ethereal bits of its body land on the altar and dissipate to nothing. Dead.
Yeah, that's my turn. I just kind of hang back there, and I'm a little confused, but satisfied.
All right. Yeah, you're forcing spirits out of that helmet, essentially, is what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
It is Zillin, followed by Caecilius, and then Rhea.
Alright, move back here. Put 1 punch into each of those 2. That is a 19 and a 20, or 20 and a 21.
Both hit.
Alright, one on the left takes 13, the one on the right takes 14, and they are both marked. And then I will bonus action to have my homunculus shoot this one.
Okay, they are both bloodied after that.
My homunculus probably misses with a 9.
Yes, there's a miss.
Alright, that's me.
All right, Caecilius, it is your turn.
Alright, Flash, I'll move over here and start uploading attacks into this one. One that was not tagged by Zilla. First attack is a 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
For 11 damage.
You bloody it?
Nice. Second one is a 14 to hit.
Missed.
Wow. Right, because their dex is amazing. Last one is a 21 to hit.
Hit.
Yeah, for 9 damage. Is it still?
Yep, it's still hanging on. It's making like little like weird warbling noises and it's sparking, but it is still there.
Action surge. Make 2 more attacks. Inspire the first one. So nat 2. So another nat. Righteous. And then a fucking, what is this? 19 to hit. That hopefully.
Yep, hit.
Oh yeah, 6 damage.
Dead. Second
All right.
list is destroyed.
That was minimum damage, but that's it. Oh. What the hell are these things? That's my turn.
All right. Shasana, you know that they consume life itself. They are very dangerous against a person that has been knocked unconscious.
I will call it out.
Yeah, he made 3 attacks. Oh.
I made 5 attacks total.
Yeah. Action Surge doesn't give you the haste attack too, does it?
No.
Okay.
No.
All actions.
After Caecilius is Rhea, followed by Harum. Rhea! Just abduct Lulu and leave.
Guitar riff that was implied.
Alright, Lulu, you're drunk. Alright, Rhea.
Okay,
Sword. Those are all pretty good. She gets a long sword crit and a short sword hit for a total of 20. But they are resistant to her attack, so she does a total of 10, which is still enough to bring down that will-o-wisp.
Oh, I would look at her and like, oh, you don't have magic weapons. We should fix that here shortly.
They are silvered. It is Harum's turn, and Harum also has only a silvered weapon. He will step up and attack. Now, 2 attacks. Ooh, 1 hit. 4. It's undead. Fuck it. He just keep it as 13 non-magical, so it'll be 6. It is still alive.
No smite.
I was thinking about it. Fuck it. Just finish it off. Just end the fight. Alright. Smite, level 1.
Yeah, man, these things incite the souls. Fuck them up.
Alright.
3d8, fuck them up.
That's more than enough. 10 radiant damage sears the will-o-wisp into oblivion. And with that, you guys have no remaining threats. I will just need 4 more Constitution saving throws from Heximus as Faria continues to recite the prayer for the remainder of the 30 seconds.
All right. Here's the
Move yourself
first.
and take up other positions within the room if you think you would like to.
And you're ready to swat at anything that comes.
So guidance would help you with this, right, Heximus?
Bless.
I think it's a ability checks. Yeah, I need bless for saving throws. My third one here, which I said the 4th one total is 12. Again, Bardic Inspire that one if it needs.
They are all fine. They all pass.
Okay.
All right.
So we need one more, and that's a 24. Not 24.
You would see the helmet slides off of the Duke's head as his straining grip finally is able to just remove it himself, and then he comes to his senses with the helmet in his hands, and he looks around, kind of still laying on his back on the altar, and he looks up at all of you, and he notices he's in the high hall, and he says, "Where am I? Who are you?" "Oh, the high hall. Oh, Feria. Good. Oh. Oh. I assume I'm back from my journey. Adventurers." And he pulls himself from the altar. He says, "Oh, excuse me. I assume you are the ones who found me in the chapel?"
You are correct, Grand Duke. You seem to have been under some affliction caused by the helm.
He says, he goes, "Yes, I wish to speak with Torm. I went on a journey. If you have a moment, maybe in the catacombs below, I can tell you more."
Any insight on this predicament would be helpful, especially from one as knowledgeable as Torm himself.
As he starts leading you guys away, he says, "Torm did indeed give me insight into this problem. I know what is needed to save Elturel. A sword. And you were there, little one." And he points to Lulu, and the big fist revealing the secret door moves aside. You guys start heading downstairs. Lulu's like, "Oh, I was there? Oh man, I don't remember my friends, but man, just knowing I had more friends makes me feel real good somehow."
Says, I got dibs on that sword.
The sword that I'm holding?
Is that the sword we were talking about?
I don't think so.
No, the
No,
sword.
I'm holding the. Oh, gotcha.
The Duke would begin telling you guys about his spirit journey. He would pretty much convey that he wished to speak with Torm, but then the mind of Baphomet, the demon prince himself, or one of the demon lords themselves, tried to interject and tried to overwhelm his mind and break him. It was only with his own sense of self and with assistance of Torm was he able to withstand until you all were able to actually help him. He if it wasn't for you, he says again, he most assuredly would have lost his mind. But in his spirit journey, he recounts that he saw a bloodied woman in armor, a soldier wearing the colors and crest of Elturel, grasping a long sword fit for an angel. Fresh blood streamed from a nasty cut on the woman's cheek. Lulu would recount this, and she mentioned something about this as well, where she remembers that she ran away with someone that was real loyal to Zariel, that was a lot like her, some night lady, and couldn't remember her name. But now Lulu actually regained one of her memories. One second. Okay. She goes, Yale! Her name was Yale. She was Zariel's most loyal Hell Rider. She took the sword and plunged it into a rock. I called on every ounce of my goodness in my heart to raise a shield around it and a fortress against evil. And she looks all proud.
Good for you, little one.
I'm sure it
Go
must
on.
be a resplendent sight here amidst the horrors of Avernus.
The Duke would say she speaks truth. Because flying next to that woman was a small golden elephant with rapidly fluttering wings. And then Lulu would like rapidly flutter her wings as he says it. And he goes, "Yes, I do believe it was you, Lulu. Though I don't know how you came to be here, or how you found her adventurers. This all seems to be Torm's will." He goes on, but there was more. As an enormous loping demon threatened to devour the woman, she plunged the sword into the ground while the winged elephant made a trumpet sound with its trunk. The demon was hurled back as the alabaster palace rose up around the sword. The winged elephant fled and took to the red sky of Avernus, where it watched as a bloody scab grew up from the ground and engulfed the entire palace and the enormous demon. The winged elephant fled and wandered in a delirium before coming upon two odd, bird-like humanoids dressed in a patchwork armor, standing next to a strange, infernal vehicle. The bird creatures were equipped with odd weapons and tools. Oh, I remember. Try flipping over to that as well. Lulu remembers something else. Oh, this isn't one of the random memories. Okay. She goes, I remember meeting a pair of bird folk. They were named Chukka and Conk. Yeah, they were weird. They were nice to me, though. I think they were. I don't remember so good.
Bird folk like Padre and
No. Or like, no. Those blackbirds that are all, and copy things real good.
Kenku.
Yeah, Kung Fu.
how I could eat.
She goes, oh, I remember. And Lulu would actually zoom up out of the catacombs faster than any of you can react. Yeah. You guys would be gone without Lulu for like a good couple minutes. What would you guys do for those couple minutes? Or in those couple minutes?
Where? Why?
Memory triggered something.
Yeah, she seems rather excited. The older Raven Guard would say, he goes, but while she's gone, I do think that sword is what Torm, what Torm was directing me to in the vision. And I think that is the key to saving Elturel. I don't know how, but I think it and the companion are connected. And you guys do remember that Silvira Savikas said the companion was probably the key to sending Elturel back.
Well, it seems we should make our way towards the sword next. Do we have any indication as to where we would go to find it?
Lulu would zoom back in at that moment and say, I know where to go! Fort Knucklebone! I can see it from on top of the hill, or hall, whatever this place is called. I can see it! It's probably only like, let me check.
Weren't we told that time and place of meeting was here?
Absolutely!
Plus, there's a small matter of getting to the surface of Avernus.
Lulu says it looks like it's only about 10 miles.
So half an hour or 3 months, somewhere in that range.
But, oh, don't worry. I'm sure with the power of friendship, we'll get there in no time.
You
Okay.
got her optimism.
Duke Ulder Ravengard would speak up at this point and say, Adventurers, I believe this is up to you. There are people here who need me. I will marshal defense and make sure that there are people here alive for you to actually save. Rhea looks really sad and like hugs Harum, and it looks like they've had a moment and spoken quietly amongst themselves. And she goes to the group, and Harum, though he hugs her goodbye, again, if you guys wish, you guys can do an insight on him. She goes up to the group and says, I have to stay behind as well. I must defend these poor folk, and there might be more. Without people here to fight for them, they most assuredly will fall.
It won't be the same without you at our side, but the people will be lucky to have such a stalwart defender.
Yeah, your company will be sorely missed.
Caecilius, you would feel like an aura of hate, like starting to come from Harum as he listens to Rhea and Ulder Ravengard say they're staying behind. Stretch, Faso, and Shmuli would also approach the group, and this would be down in the catacombs. I'm not transitioning the map. They would say, we're going to be staying as well. And Shmuli would say, yes, that's right. And Harum would just kind of look at them and say, you would abandon your duty. And Faso would say, well, yes, we're abandoning our duty. That's it. We're sorry, Master Harum, but that's it. We're done. We're not going to the surface of Avernus, please. It was fine. And he looks to Rhea and he looks to Ulder Ravengard and he says, cowards. All of you, cowards. You stay here with the weak women and children, hiding among them like sheep, when you should be on the battlefield, doing, acting. Instead, you will be here and rot, leaving it to the others to carry you to victory for your hope for salvation. I will fight on. To hell with you. To hell with Zariel. To hell with Lathander. He storms off.
He's a hothead and a fool, Rhea. I wouldn't listen to him.
She looks like wounded, like emotionally wounded, and she just kind of just nods to you a little bit. And Ulder Ravengard says, take him with you, adventurers. I'm sure he will be useful. Better he's out there than here, causing a ruckus.
Always hope that get a warrior's.
Now, it's a matter of getting you to the surface. Do you have any plans?
Some of us are able to fly. I have access to this magic as well. I do not know if we are able to do so as a group, though.
As I look around, I think we've got pretty good access to fly. We have 2 Aarakocra. We have Zillin's broom. Then it's basically Shoshana, Caecilius, and Domikos are the 3 non-flyers. And I could twin cast.
I have an ace up the sleeve with that.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's a few too many people. I can only twin cast fly to get 2 people. Um,
How many non-flying people?
I think it's Shoshana, Caecilius, Damikos, and
Yourself?
yeah, but yeah, I have the spell.
Because I could carry someone if I could fly. Because I have strength 16 or 18 rather.
And depending on how heavy everyone is, someone could ride with me.
And adventurers, though I don't know if I would do it myself, but I also have no means of flying. If I had to get down there, I would climb down one of those massive chains.
If we can fly, that'd be much faster. Way we can figure out the way to do this.
It would probably be safer as well, as long as you're able to avoid those flying demons and devils.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, if we twin cast fly, I'm strong. Caecilius is strong. I can hit both of us with it, and then I can carry Shoshana. You can carry
It's Damikos. and
Damikos.
We'll take the other way around. I'll carry Shasani.
The honor is mine. All right.
He's the most important one.
He's our leader.
Ravengard would speak up and say, "All right, before you go, this is a good opportunity for you to gather yourselves. This might be the last time you come to Elturel, it might be quite some time before you return to Elturel again." So he's offering for you guys to take an extended rest here before you guys head on down to Avernus.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
during that extended rest, everyone, please level up to level 7.
Woo!
Woo! Yeah.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah.
Okay. At some point, Harm would have returned and taken an extended rest with the group. Is anyone in the group an elf or sleep in a trance?
Yeah. You have to ask?
So Warforged I have a feature called Sentry's Rest where I'm conscious, but I just stand still.
Okay. Both of you would
I've also got
still
my homunculus. If there's something strange going on, would wake me up.
Okay. Just Harm would get up a little earlier than everybody else and will look troubled, leave something behind in his bedroll, and then it looks like he would actually leave. You would hear the stone of the secret hideout open and then close behind him. Everyone benefit from your level up. At the end of your level up, we'll be picking up with you guys waking up with that new information. Harm's not there in the morning, though he did return the previous night to rest with all of you. This is also that opportunity to, if anyone wants to take 10, now everyone can take 10. Brian, you just showed up in time to level up.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
the group is about to head down to Avernus. They have just rescued Duke Ulder Ravengard. Rhea has said her goodbyes along with Ulder Ravengard has said he's going to stay behind as well. There was a brief confrontation between them and Harm, where Harm called them all cowards for staying behind, and then stormed off. You guys also encountered a strange man who controlled undead over in the graveyard known as Gideon Lightward, who you guys were able to convince to let you move among the grounds and leave with Duke Ulder Ravengard, saying that you were going to combat the demons and cleanse a demon out of Duke Ulder Ravengard, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, you would have found him in a strange state with the helmet was pretty much affixed into his head, and he was speaking in tongues, one in Celestial, one in Abyssal. In Celestial, he would have been speaking to Torm, and in Abyssal, he would have been speaking to Baphomet, who's like the god of beasts and the maze. He and Minotaurs. He would have been battling to for his sanity, and would have been saved only at the graces of the group. There was a portal that seemed to have ripped itself into the fabric of space in the chapel where you found him, where demons and minotaurs seem to be pouring out of, connecting to some layer of the abyss that's associated with Baphomet. Yeah, and you guys left, and Gideon allowed you to leave. You came back. The priestess who's in charge of the survivors here in Elturel is a specialist in possession, and was able to tell you what to do to help her enact a ritual to cleanse Ulda Ravengard. And in the process, 4 will-o-wisps emerged from the helmet and tried to attack and kill both Faria, the priestess who was trying to commit the ritual, along with Heximus, who was assisting her by holding a holy relic. And the group killed or destroyed the wisps in the first round of combat before they were able to do anything. And with that, they were able to free Ulda Ravengard of his possession, and he was able to share the information he learned while in possession. And Torm has given him insight as to what to do next. The short story is he saw some of Lulu's journey in Avernus. He saw the moment Lulu and a knight plunged a sword into a rock and a fortress erected around it, and then erected around it and a giant monster that was bearing down upon them, and a scab grew over that fortress as well. It looks like Avernus itself was rejecting the celestial building and was treating it like an abscess. Then Lulu was able to flee in the vision and eventually found 2 birdmen by the name of Chukka and Clonk, I believe. Who she identified not as Arakopra, but after the group helped her figure it out, they are Kenku. She said they were from a place called Fort Knucklebone, and she was actually able to see it from the top of the high hall, and she zoomed away and was able to figure out that it's 10 miles away. So right now, you guys are just taking one final rest here in Elturel, leveling up to level 7, and are figuring out ways to fly yourselves down. It has been offered that you can climb down the giant magical chains that are binding Elturel to the ground. You can also, of course, use magical flight like your group is planning to do, and everyone will break that down for you how that's going down. And there's some outside of the box weird stuff you could have done as well that we're not going to get into. But welcome back, Brian. I threw a lot of information at you. It's level up to 7. You guys are heading down to Elturel. Ask any questions.
Did you update my hit points already? I show at 50. I think that's higher than it was before.
I did for level 6, but not 7.
Got it. Okay, cool.
You'll know at least one, if not 2 more spells, to double check that.
Okay.
I have so many counters now.
Bye bye. You killed some good.
Oh, can I get a promotion?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yes.
So yeah, you did some badass work. You did some crits and blew up some minotaurs. Yeah.
Oh, level 7 is just an extra spell. Oh, okay.
I'll bring it back.
It's also 4th level spells.
Oh yeah, it is 4th level. You're right.
So more like your 2 slot scope. Let me know if you want any spells.